Well, good morning everyone. I hope we're all doing well. Whether you're watching this live or joining us straight after, I want to tell you that we've got so much news to be covering today. You don't want to miss a beat of the stream. And just the first question of the day to get us all warmed up. What is the priority for Manchester United heading into the rest of the transfer window? Good morning, Jonathan. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, we've got a busy stream today, mate. We got a busy stream today. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, guys. Just thought of another left back we could try to sign, Theo Hernandez. I mean, I very much doubt Theo Hernandez will be joining Manchester United this summer, mate. Very much doubt it. That price tag alone is going to be what? 60, 70, 80 million? Yeah, no, not a chance. We'll let a few more people filter through and then we'll get straight into it. How are you all doing, chat? Good morning, Ahmed. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're doing well. Sky News, by the way, have dropped an absolute bomb on us this morning. So there's so much news to cover. I had my script all figured out. I had everything I wanted to do. Had to rip it all up and start again because there is a mountain of news to cover today. Absolute mountain. We all doing good, chat? We all doing good? Good morning, WY. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing, WY? Let me know. How are you doing? Is it a good morning for you? Is it a busy morning? Is it a slower morning? Let me know. Let me know. 30 more seconds, chat, and then we'll get straight into the stream. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. Friday, end of the week. Very excited. I've got a lot of things planned for the next week content-wise. I'm very excited. One more second, then we'll start. One more seconds. Anyway, Adam Calvert, Hannibal to Rangers. Yeah, I know. Be very exciting. Very exciting. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MPB Morning Show. I'm your host, Alex, at Alex Talks All, and there has been a dropped from the sky this morning. And no, I'm not talking about World War III. I'm talking about Sky Sports News dropping an absolute bomb of news about Manchester United, and there is so much to dig into. Chat, we've got so much to talk about today, and if you're excited for all of that, then please hit the like button already. Let's aim for 10 likes in the first 5 minutes of the stream, and as always, smash the subscribe button. We're aiming for 10,000 subs by the end of the summer. I'd love for you to join us in that journey of growing one of the best communities and indeed families, which is the MPB Morning Show. So get involved in the chat down below. I'm going to read everyone's opinions out. Every voice matters here. So getting into the Sky Sports report, which dropped this morning, an absolute mountain to climb. But before we get into that, as you can probably see by the title, Harry Maguire is set to stay at Manchester United Football Club. Let's talk about that, shall we? Let's talk about that. He gave an interview to Sky saying, listen, until I get told you're up for sale or we want you to leave, I want to play for this club and make it successful again. All the things I'm hearing and seeing from everyone involved is are we part of this club for the future? He goes on to say, it is exciting times for everyone involved with the club and it is definitely going in the right direction again. As a player and someone who cares about the club, it is really good to see. Chat, I understand that a few of you in here aren't probably the biggest fans of Harry Maguire. Perhaps some of you haven't enjoyed his captaincy stint. Others have judged him for maybe his off-the-field actions. To me, this is, again, a huge example of the maturity of Harry Maguire. And also, it's evidence of how heavy the captaincy can weigh on someone's shoulders. You take that leadership off and you take that massive burden. Rio's spoken about it before. I think Vidic spoke about it once. You hear Neville speaking about it. Keane spoke about it as well. All these legends, the greats of the club, even they struggled with the captaincy. They struggled with the burden. It's not an easy thing to bear. The captaincy of Manchester United, the biggest club in the world football, one of the biggest fan bases, worldwide reaching. You have to carry every fan's hopes and aspirations on his back. I think it nearly broke him. And I'm so happy to see him enjoying himself and enjoying being at United, enjoying playing his football. I'm hoping he's healthy. I'm hoping he took the extended time off, not playing at the Euros, unfortunately for him. But you know what? Hopefully he kicks on. Hopefully he's feeling better to attack the game. Look, this to me verifies that he is staying. It verifies to me that Harry Maguire is staying at Manchester United Football Club. We've sort of heard by this point that throughout this early part of the pre-season, people are being spoken to constantly. People's futures are being discussed, and Harry Maguire's future is certainly being discussed here. I think it's been discussed. I think it's all done and dusted. So chat, let me know, how are we feeling about Harry Maguire staying at Manchester United Football Club? How are we staying? I kind of respect Maguire for that. I do. It's honest, it's open, it's something that we've grown to appreciate in the Ineos regime. Players being open, fans being open, everyone is being so communicative. And you know what, Harry being like this, you know what, makes me very, it makes me proud of him. I feel a pride in having Maguire. I feel a pride. Do you feel that? Yeah, we're cooked, says the Preston Eat. Why, mate? Why? Do you not enjoy having Maguire playing football? Do you not enjoy? Good morning. Can't wait for my daily lies, says Alex. Daily lies? What do you mean? What do you mean, Alex? You're here every day. If you're being lied to, you wouldn't be here, my brother. You wouldn't be here. My goat Javi is staying. Chat, let me know. Yes or no. Are you happy that Javi Maguire is saying, I want everybody in this stream today getting involved? Yes or no? Is Javi Maguire staying at Manchester United Football Club? Maguire played well when called upon last season, but I think he's there for the money as much as anything. I think that's harsh. Every football club player is there for the money. Unless you're going to China, as Oscar did, unless you're going to Saudi Arabia, as lots of players are doing nowadays, you're really not going for the money, I feel. You're not going for the money. I think it's quite harsh to put that on him. I think that's quite harsh. He could have, if he wanted to, forced to move to West Ham. He could have forced to move to, Fulham a few years ago as well. He could have got out when things got tough, but no, he stuck about. He could have got paid the same elsewhere, and he's proving us proud. I think it's harsh that he played for the money. Chat, do you think Javi Maguire is someone who plays for the money? Do you? I like Maguire. He puts in decent performances. He can score some cracking headers and a screamer or two. Remember the goal against Tranmere in the FA Cup a few years ago? 40-yarder, I think. I thought we'd sign them. I don't know. The next David Luiz when it comes to ball striking for centre-backs, honestly. And then he never does anything like that again. He's like, at least Rudiger scored. Remember Rudiger at Chelsea? He would just take pot shots from distance constantly. Yeah, no. I thought that would be Maguire. He just stopped completely. Bit of a shame. Austin Baker says, I feel indifferent because of what he's done off the pitch and the ear thing kind of soured on me, but good on him for turning it around. Isn't it when he did that against Andorra or something? That was a bit much. That was a bit much for me. But you know what? I think if fans can give it, they've got to take it as well. We always talk about players giving it and not being able to take it. If fans can give it the big one, which we all do to Maguire, let's be honest, he's taken a lot of stick. He can give it back to us just a little bit. I think it's fair. I think it's fair. Saudi needs a fridge. What's up, Alex? How you doing, pal? How you doing? Maguire's backup is fine. You know what? Javi Maguire can play right centre-back. He can play left centre-back. Him being a good backup to a Yoro, to a Matthijs de Ligt, to a Lisandro Martinez, to a Hanko. Being a fourth, fifth choice, maybe even a third choice centre-back at times next season. You know what? I'm chuffed to bits. He can play one of the back five as a central centre-back. There's lots of different things we could do with him. And you know what? He is a top player. Javi Maguire is a top player. De Ligt lowering his wages for game time. Maguire not. Different mentality players. Fish, mate, has Maguire been offered a new contract? Is Maguire being transferred into the club? I think that's incredibly harsh on Javi Maguire. De Ligt's being brought in. Remember, we're talking about, Maguire's doing it for the money. No, he's not. De Ligt is making the move. He's taking a pay cut. Not for United. At the end of the day, he needs playing time, and he's willing to adjust his current contract to fit in at Manchester United. To fit in. He says the tick on the chin, and it's a yes for him to say, we don't need Reguilon. Man United should go for a better right back. Mate, Reguilon's a left back, Gloria. Hate to break it to you. Reguilon's a left back. Good morning, Zedem. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Quit the disrespect on Javi. I mean, mate, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. I'm on your side here, Ahmed. I'm on your side. Maguire and Reguilon, no, but it seems we don't have much of a choice. Love the show. Alex, cheers, Unc, mate. Cheers, Unc. Not a lot of news at the moment, but I'm glad for those who are always here with me, coming in every single morning and showing support to the channel. No ball knowledge, he was good last season. Okay, let's get a poll in nice and early. Was Javi Maguire good when called upon last season? Let's see. Because to me, he was. At times, when he was playing, he was the best player on the pitch and the best centre-back at the club. When he was playing, when he was fit. Go crazy, chat. Go crazy. There also seems to not be a lot of desire for Javi Maguire at the moment. There's not been much of a pull for him. No one's really going in. West Ham have called their interest on Lopetegui. I think if David Moyes was still in charge, I think that'd be a lot more of a viable option. I just don't think it's going to happen. I wonder if we'll actually sign someone today. Matt, you're spoiled as hell, man. Ineos have spoiled you, and you are acting so entitled. Father, please. Oh dear. Maguire as a fourth choice is okay, but that's what he is, a bench option. I'm not moaning about that. I'm happy that he's a bench option. We need good depth. Some of you lot are allergic to more than one good player in a position. Are allergic to it. He was mid? I don't think so. 67% of you agree with me, so I'm taking that and running with it. Do I end the poll now? Just to give myself a bit of an advantage? Do I end the poll? Just to prove myself right? No, I won't do that. Maguire is not a bad player. Anthony is a big problem. And Man United need to adjust with Ahmad. What? I don't know what you mean by that, mate. I feel Sancho will leave as a free transfer when his contract ends. We can't sell him if we don't sell him in this summer. January, next summer. I mean, how long has Sancho got left in this contract? Feels like a lot longer than at the moment. And cheers, chat. Let's aim for 30 likes on today's stream. It would mean the world to me if we could reach that today. Not a lot of news, but the same people are in here every morning. Let's show that same continued support to continue to grow this community. But again, let's move on from Harry Maguire for just a second. We've got lots of news to talk about today. Let's move on to the other parts of the Sky bomb we got. Sky says Fulham are still working on a deal to sign Scott McTominay, and every expectation is they'll return to the table with an improved offer. A gap in evaluation still exists between what Manchester United wants and what Fulham are prepared to pay. I believe their opening bid was like £17 million, which is like half of what Scott McTominay is worth personally. Looking at the source itself, Sky Sports have been phenomenal this summer. They've gotten a lot of disrespect in recent years. They've said what? Slow sports news, Sky Sports, slow sports news. They've gotten all that shtick. The fact they've fallen off. Back in the day, they had Di Maurizio. Nowadays, what do they have? They get a lot of stick, but Sky Sports, Sheth and Liao this summer have been absolutely great at providing really good coverage of especially United. They've got a lot of things right on United, and I think I'm taking a lot of this report, not as gospel, but as a really good indication. To me, they've got wind of a scouting report. They've got wind of a scouting meeting. They've got a connection up there, and they've heard either through the grapevine or from maybe an associate, an Ashworth, Wilcox, etc., and they've heard about that. That's my guess. That's just my guess. Did they break the news that No, they didn't. So look, Scott McTominay to Fulham, that is a deal that I see happening now. The more we hear news like this, that's progressing, I think Fulham are just sort of trying to wear United down and hoping we get desperate. We cut Scott McTominay's price just to get in a midfielder. Because remember, at the moment, the more I think we need to move Scott on to bring in someone else, it feels like we're waiting for that. And Fulham, I think, are very aware of our predicament, of our financial struggles with PSR and with the awful accounting and business decisions taken into account by the Glazers, Woodward and Arnold and Murtough and co. So, look, Fulham are aware, they're playing us, and I do think we drop our price. I do think the Scott McTominay deal gets done at 30 million plus 5, maybe a little bit more than Mason Greenwood. That is what I expect us to sell him at. Chat, what do you think? Do you think that's fair? To me, I don't think it's that fair whatsoever. I think it's a tad cheap. I think Scott McTominay, for the goals he will bring, for the points he will bring to Fulham next season, he is easily worth £40 million. But we're in a desperate situation. We're going to get played because we need to take our losses. We need to take our medicine. We need to suffer from what we've done before. We suffered under the Glazer regime, and we're still going to be feeling the effects of that for a while now. So that's why we're suffering here. Sometimes we overvaluate our players. £25 million plus add-ons for McTominay will be good. I think that's a tad too much. Too little, sorry. I think it's the same as Wan-Bissaka. It's because the wages they're given. It's because of the way they get played. It's just, the club, the more I hear about it, it's just an absolute mess what has happened. We've spoken about the Amrabat deal, the €20 million buyout for Amrabat, which was ridiculous, which appalled the scouting department. Scott McTominay, again, is another lesson we need to learn. Don't give them the wages. Make sure we look after them. Make sure we actually bring in suitable debt. So if we lose, it's a mess. This football club is a mess, and we're still trying to recover from it. The more we cancel our players, the more I'm realising that more and more. Scott is not a reliable player for a team like United. I agree, but he is a reliable goal scorer. And that is incredibly valuable for any team, anywhere, especially lower down in the Premier League. That is so valuable. So chat, anyone else got a different valuation? 35 million, take it or leave it. I'd go 40 million, but I do understand that I need to sell and bring in another midfielder. And Ugarte, the talks have gone stone cold. They've gone stone cold, chat. Stone cold. Cuba says, the longer United keeping these garbage, the more of United's targets going to be off the market. At least they've gone. Doué almost gone. Neves almost gone because we can't spend without selling. Neves were never going to come. Even if we were going to try and hijack the deal, lots of reputable outlets in Portugal, people who look close to Neves' agent, were telling us that no. He only wanted PSG. He didn't want United. That was never a deal that was going to happen, unfortunately. Fulham was signing Andre instead, I reckon they signed both, no? They got a lot of money for Palhinha. They got a lot of money from Bayern for Palhinha. Plus 30% sell on Scott. Yeah, I think not that high. 25% will probably be what they go for. No Agate for Fafana inbound. I want both. let me be greedy. I want both. But chat, say we get 35 million in. Is Fafana the man you're replacing Scott McTominay with? To me, absolutely. We don't bring in a Rabiot. I think, the more I think about it, bring me Fafana. If we can, bring me Agate. If not, get me Amrabat. And that is a midfield I'm happy with for the summer. I'm happy with that. We need refreshing. Adam Calvert, I agree with you 100%, my friend. 100%. Portuguese teams are so cheeky. Remember the start of the window? It's like 120 million euros. Take it or leave it. Oh, just under 70 million. Oh, PSG, go on. Felice us. Take everything. Go on, PSG. We'll give you everything. No, go take it, PSG. Honestly, Portuguese teams are such clowns. They really frustrate me. Like, you know what? I'm no sympathiser of Chelsea because I think that regime is run appallingly. They got scammed for the Enzo Fernandez deal. They got scammed. It's ridiculous. Oh no, I'm a bit of shock about that, to be honest. I was in a bit of shock. I just think they're so cheeky with English sides. They just don't like us, point blank. They don't like us. I'm ending the poll. Was Harry Maguire good when called upon last season? 84% of you are saying yes. So to me, he is a good enough backup. And you know what? Could start for the majority of sides in the Premier League. McTominay better than Fafana? I disagree. Someone asked me who my midfield signing would be. Hamza says, Alex, who would be your preferred midfield signing? My preferred midfield signing at the start of the window, as many of you will know, was Amadou Onana. It's probably shifted now towards Fafana and Agate. That would be ideal. And then next summer, you bring in the next Amadou Onana. You bring in the next João Neves. You bring the next big name on the block. You can transform a side. That's what you do. That's what you do. You save money funds this summer. You don't go all out. You don't buy your marquee starting six because they don't exist at the moment and we don't have the funds for it. That's what I do. That's what I do. Reported they're bidding 35 million euros. Nubis, who's that, Jonathan Ball? Who's that for? What is McSauce's position if not sold? That's a question by Alex. By Zedem, sorry. Behind the striker as a 10. He's a Bruno backup and he can play as an 8, but it's not his best position. He's best behind a striker. Almost, you know what? I would play Xerxes in a very similar way to how I would play Scott McTominay. A shadow striker playing behind a number 9, crashing the box constantly, getting involved, providing link-up. Because Scott McTominay can provide good link-up play in and around the box. Anywhere in his own half, a bit useless. Anywhere further forward, I think he's quite competent. I think he's quite competent in and around the box. He's not a reliable scorer. Pete Lindley... So many people hate Scott in this chat. So many people dislike Scott McTominay. Alex, any vocal and any other vocal dislikers of Scott, tell me, can Scott McTominay score goals? Forget everything else. Can Scott McTominay score goals? He's only had one good goal scoring season because that's when he's been used the best. Even when he was used at a double pivot with McFred, he was still scoring long-range bangers. The game against Leeds under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, scoring 2 goals, acting like prime Zinedine Zidane. When he's allowed to go forward, that boy's always scored goals. And last season, he was allowed to go forward. He was encouraged to. Eric Ten Hag is the only manager for me who has profiled Scott McTominay properly. And look what happens. McTominay, the Scottish R9. There we go, pal. There we go. Thank you. Now that is a very accurate and completely non-hyperbolic take. That is so accurate. Well done, mate. Shall we move on to the next piece of news? To me, if Scott McTominay goes to Fulham, look, I'm over the moon about it. I think, look, we get in funds as long as we bring in a Fafana. If it's a Rabiot swap, I don't like it. If it's just for Amrabat, I don't like it. But look, Scott McTominay for Yusuf Fafana is a deal I would do, or a swap I would do. Sell Scott, bring in Fafana. That makes sense. No, I don't hate Scott. I don't know why people hate our players when they play good. Ahmed, you're so right, my friend. You're so right. The next piece of news, and we've got more news on Jadon Sancho as well. He is the next man we're discussing on the stream. Chat, we have so much to be talking about today. Jadon Sancho, we're talking about... We've got a whole load of new left-backs. One name we broke exclusively on the stream yesterday, thanks to talks with Jack Talbot. Go give him a follow on all platforms. Sergio Reguilon returns. That could be a topic of discussion as well. And also Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Denzel Dumfries. That'll be the end topic of conversation today. You don't want to miss a beat of that. The same players are still hanging around. Progression? What progression? Still what progression is, Maps. It's slow. It's not quick. It's not quick. It's not quick, my man. It's not quick. Progression takes time. You don't grow a forest overnight. You don't grow a forest overnight. Seeds just don't turn into oak trees. Don't turn into maple trees. It takes time, my friend. Prime Zidane, mate, lay off that laced apple juice. Well, Macmillan, the fact that you know about the laced apple juice tells me you are a great supporter of the channel. And I appreciate that. Second of all, go rewatch that 6-2 game, United Leeds. Watch that again. Tell me Scott McTominay is not one of the best players you've ever seen. Tell me. Because, my God, he was a monster that day. He was a monster. 25 mil for Scott. Please take it and sign better players. Look, okay. Moving on from Scott McTominay, Jadon, Malik, Sancho. We're going to start off with a report from Chris Wheeler, actually. A man who has excellent sources in and around the camp. He's proven himself time and time again this summer, being an excellent journalist. The Daily Mail have really... They've gone up in my estimations a lot. They've gone up. The longer I keep on doing this job, keep on bringing you news every day, I get a really good sense of the journalists and just how good they are. The Daily Mail, everyone involved there, are absolutely brilliant. They deserve a huge round of applause because this summer they've been superb. You know what's also been superb? Your support on the stream today. The chat has been popping off. And someone else should be popping off the like button. There's over 50 of you in the stream right now. Can we please aim for 25 likes? That would mean the world to me. Wheeler said, insiders say that Jadon Sancho has fitted back in at Manchester United like he has never been away. They describe a bubbly character with a good sense of humour who can be a positive influence on those around him. Everyone wants to keep it that way, they say, whether he is around for the short or long term. First of all, I'm really happy for Jadon. On a personal level, as someone who has gone through mental health issues, Jadon Sancho, someone who has hoped he's got back to his best, both on and off the pitch. I'm really happy off the pitch. He's gotten back to where he needs to be. If he's bubbly, if he's smiley, if he's enjoying himself, he's only going to play better on the pitch. He's only going to play better. But also, from a personal point of view, I'm really happy for Jadon. I'm really, really, really happy for Jadon. But you know what? You need that good vibes around the camp. People are like, oh, he's a PR merchant. Oh, he's a morale merchant. You need those positive vibes. You need them. The best clubs in the world right now have those incredible characters in the dressing room. Look at, go over to Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Tchouaméni, Eduardo Camavinga, bringing in Endrick. They've got who else? Rudiger. All of them are so active on social media, so bubbly. They're really good mates. It's their energy, that excitement, that togetherness, that bond is so important when building a cohesion of a side. Saying, oh, that's all he brings. You know what? If he brings energy, if he brings a bubbliness, if he brings an excitement and cohesive and brings the team together, that is worth its weight in gold to me. Worth its weight in gold. At City, you've got those characters. Apparently, Haaland is a great guy around the place. Zach Steffen, their goalkeeper, is their lad who just keeps everyone's spirits up. Jack Grealish, for God's sake. Kyle Walker. All these characters in the top side helps bring the side and the club together. You need these players to lift morale up. Morale is so important. It's so important. He deserves a second chance. You know what? Reading that sort of stuff, reading how much better he's feeling, it makes me want to give him a second chance. Because, yes, I do think he should apologise to the fans. I do think he hung us out to dry. But it's tricky. Does Sancho deserve a second chance, chat? Because I'm always 50-50 on it. I sway side to side every single stream, it feels like. Because I can never really get a grasp on it. Let's decide it once and for all. Yes, no. There's over 50 of you in the stream right now. I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions. Does Jadon Sancho deserve a second chance at Manchester United Football Club? Let me know. Let me know. A stream of yeses and nos. Pete Lindley says Sancho needs selling and it shouldn't be up for discussion. I think there is a discussion to be had. I mean, Chris Wheeler goes on to say The feeling is that Manchester United will sell Jadon Sancho this summer if they get an offer close to the £40 million they want. With Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony and Ahmad competing for the wide positions, Sancho is one of the players they would sacrifice to strengthen in other areas. This report really hurts me because it's saying Anthony's going to be competing for those positions. It's quite depressing, personally. It's quite depressing. I would much rather... Okay, another question. Poll. Here's a poll for you lot. Who would you rather have as our winger this season? As our rotation winger this season? Anthony or Jadon, Malik, Sancho? Go crazy on the poll chat. Get involved with the stream. Get involved with the chat. It only boosts the algorithm and gets more and more eyes on the channel. Let's see. There's a load of news coming out today, chat. I'm making sure I don't miss anything. God, there's so much news out this morning. So much news. Let's see what you lot are saying. Sancho is one of our best players. Wish Ten Hag apologised earlier to him. I would suffice to say Sancho is one of our better players. I think when he wants to be, Jadon Sancho is one of the best players in his position. He's creative as long as he's got the right environment around him, mentally and squad building wise. He needs a big striker, an overlapping fullback. Jadon Sancho can work wonders, especially in tournament football. European football, Jadon, Malik, Sancho thrives. Ten Hag should never apologise to him. Sancho was a big baby. Sancho, I love the lad. I do think he was a bit of a baby. Did think he was a bit of a baby, unfortunately. Plays Xerxes as a winger for me. He's got the Ronaldinho vibes on the inside. Gloria, I don't know what you see in Xerxes. He's a skillful lad, a technical lad. Ronaldinho is a rogue. That is a rogue comparison. Does anyone agree with that? Does anyone agree? We can't keep the same players who failed over the years. I think my thing with the Ineos regime is it's new. It's a revolution. It's a revitalisation of the club. To me, I think it's fair that some people are given a second chance. I think if it was the same owners, get them out. But Ineos, a new structure, a new coaching staff, we're going to be adding them even more, apparently. I'll speak about that in a second. A brand new set-piece coach who could transform how we are on set pieces. Everyone deserves a second chance. Ten Hag, a man who probably didn't deserve a second chance, he got one. So why can't the other man on the opposite of one of the most polarising arguments in world football at the moment, Jadon Sancho? Why not? Why not? You lot are split, by the way. No way says Cubis about Sancho getting a second chance. Manu says yes to it. Pau says no. Yes, of course, says Adam. Dan Mazungu says yes. Lumen says Goldbridge differs from you on a lot. Just saying. So, I'd love to talk with Goldbridge. I'd love to talk with him. The whole point with different fans is we get to disagree. We get to have different opinions. It's why some people prefer my channel, some people prefer his. That's the point of it. It's difference of opinion. Difference of opinion. Sancho can leave. Yes, keep Sancho. He's getting good and we need depth. That's also the thing. If it's between Sancho and Anthony, I'd get Anthony out so quickly. It would be so easy. It would be so easy. Can I sell both if we keep McTominay? No. Alex, I thought you didn't love McTominay, mate. I'm a bit confused. No, he's bad for the squad. Everton Hag gave him time off, and he practically spat in his face with that Twitter post. I agree with that. He's good for the squad, though. He's good for the squad. Malps, mate, you are so impatient, brother. 3 weeks today, the Liverpool-Fulham game. Chop, chop, Ineos. Malps, me and you have a falling out one day. We're going to have a falling out, me and you, Malps. Me and you, honestly, good God. Sancho and Ahmad are the type of wingers Højlund needs, I agree. And Rashid and Garner are the wingers Xerxes needs. Can play different systems against a variety of teams. You know what, Macmillan? Best take you've ever had. Best take you've ever had. Recognising that different players need different environments around them. Perfect. Perfect. And chat, if you are enjoying the stream so far and you aren't one of my regulars and you're joining in for the first time, then make sure you show your support. Smash the like button. We're aiming for 25, 30 likes on today's stream. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Aiming for 10,000 subs by the end of July. By the end of July? No. By the end of the summer, make sure you show all your support. Alex isn't Goldbridge last time I checked. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. I do my best not to be. I do my best. God damn it, Maps. God damn it. Sancho never flopped as structure was bad. He went one season to Dortmund. He started cooking and got a UCL semi-final. He got a Champions League final, mate. That's where he got to, and he was great in every game he played there. When it mattered, he got it. I'm an impatient guy, what can I say? And I offer you, my friend, my patience. While you're on my stream, take a bit of my energy. I'm going to avoid yours, because that's not how I am. But hey-ho. Have a bit of patience. Karma, man. Karma. Ronnie-esque. Karma. But look, we still have so much news to go through. Make sure you're sticking out for the rest of the stream. You don't want to miss a beat. Next up, we're talking about news which the MPB morning show broke yesterday. As a potential left-back signing, Manchester United have looked at against Archie Brown, Feyenoord's David Hanko, Crystal Palace's Tyrick Mitchell, and Tottenham's Sergio Reguilon. Chat, first of all, first impressions, moving straight onto the left-back spot. No stopping at all. Out of those four, who are you bringing in? Let me know. Sancho underperforming is like Pogba. Oh, do tell. Talented footballer without the profiles and system they thrive in, which is while under contract for United played well away from United. -2 spag marks, yeah, ZM. Struggled a bit there, brother. I think when it comes to Sancho with Pogba, I disagree, because Pogba had great moments for us. Pogba carried us. Pogba was our best player for seasons upon seasons. Sancho is more environment. He requires the right environment. Pogba can make it work without the right environment around him. The difference is he was so good, even without the best environment around him, he can still be incredible. I think there's a difference there. Also, I'm still shocked. 66% of you would rather have Sancho than Anthony. Chat, are you telling me 34% of you would rather have Anthony than Sancho on my right wing next season? No. No. ZM, who's Archie Brown, mate? Who's Archie Brown? Can you get me, because you found a link on him yesterday. Can you put that in the chat again, please? Alfie Doherty, please. You know what? I was speaking to H about that, Eugene. H from the overlap. He constantly says Alfie Doherty is a name he likes. He likes the Doherty shout. He does. Madison saying, I'm just fuming. Maguire saying, brother, please, calm down, man. Calm down. It's not that bad. It's not the end of the world. We have much bigger issues threatening this football club right now. Much bigger issues. He got 4 goal involvements and 21 Dortmund appearances. That's woeful in a bad league. The Bundesliga isn't that bad, first and foremost. Second of all, not everything's about goals and assists. I see Jadon Sancho as a man to knit things together. He's a synthesizer. He's not someone who always gets the end product. When he's used correctly, he links up everything beautifully. He's a seamstress. He's the linker. He's the linkman. He's the middleman. That's what he is. And when he's allowed to do that, he's beautiful. Honestly, on the ball, I love him. But I'd rather have my nephew than Anthony. Chat, would you rather have me? None of you have ever watched me play on the right wing before. I can do a job there. I can do a job there. Who would you rather have? Anthony or Alex? Alex Talksall or Anthony on your right wing for Manchester United next season? Jonathan, can you send that to me on DMs, please, pal? If you don't mind. Sorry, chat. 1 second. One second, chat. 1 second. Stay with me, chat. Just got to do something very quickly. One second. Just getting something through to us. Change the chart title, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. There we go. Is your boss in the chat? Yeah, no, he's just messaging me. Sorry, guys. Had to just change the title very quickly. Good lord. Okay, we're back now. We're back. Sorry, chat. Oh, there we go. Is my boss in the chat? Not right now. No, he's just messaging me. I was getting told off. Getting told live on stream. Brilliant. That. Brilliant. Smash the like button, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm back now. So what we're talking about, left backs. There's The name is in the title. Regulon to return. How are we feeling about that? The left back spot, the brand new left back spot. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? To me, a much bigger priority than the right back spot. We're speaking about Denzel, Dumfries and Aaron Wan-Bissaka very soon. But to me, out of those four, Archie Brown, David Hanko, Tyreek Mitchell and Sergio Reguilon, who do you lot want? Who would you lot want? You'd have me? Yeah. We don't need a left back. We've got Anthony Amber. Shut up, bruv. Shut up. Doing my head in today, mate. Doing my head in. Thank you, Jonathan Power. Chat, let me see, there's over 50 of you in the stream right now. I've not seen a single name. I've not seen a single name. Hanko, Archie Brown, Crystal Palace's Tyreek Mitchell or Sergio Reguilon. Let me know. Let me know. Alex, go check out South African winger. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. mufcMPB, sublime 19-year-old, type of player we should be looking at. Future star. You know what? You know what? Why not? I'll have a little look. I'll have a little look later, mate. I'll have a little look. I'll have a little look. You got told off yesterday as well. Part of the wonders of being in the MPB morning show, chat. Part of the wonders. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it. Hanko, can we please sell Shaw and that over Reguilon as he can play at multiple positions? No, Lutata, no. No. I want a pure left back. It cost us so many times last season. Remember, Ten Hag always goes on about, on the right side of the defence, you want right footers. On the left side of the defence, you want left footers. That's what you want. That's what you need. That's what you want. That's what you need. Ten Hag died on that hill. He blamed a lot of our build-up problems on that completely. Unfortunately, Amrabat is not only a true left footer. He's not a left footer. He's also not a true left back. That's going to hurt us doubly. I want a pure left back. Even Kadioglu, I'd rather have. Even Kadioglu, I'd rather have. Where's Obi Martin? Taking time, apparently. Taking his time. Odie Martin, sorry. Is it Obi or Odie Martin? Mitchell, good player and 1 year left on the contract. Just got Kadioglu. £30 million is a snipe. I would have Kadioglu as well. He's not a name we're seriously looking at anymore by the looks of it, though. Not a left back, at least. From Burnley, I wouldn't mind buying Josh Brownhill. A super player wasted there, I think. Never watched him. Never watched him, unfortunately. Never watched him. So I couldn't really make a good opinion on it, unfortunately. But, chat, Sergio Reguilon. That's the man I want to talk about in a little bit more depth. That's the man I want to talk about in a little bit more depth. We all enjoyed him, I think. He was quite underrated, I feel, at his time at United. The 6-month loan, everyone was talking about him as someone we should have brought in for longer, for the whole season. Chat, would you be happy if Sergio Reguilon came to Manchester United? Jithian Joseph says, so we have concluded that Javier Mas isn't good enough. He is. He's absolutely good enough. He's just a tad young, mate. He's 17 years old. It's a bit too early for him to break through. Kobbie Mainoo was a physical freak and only broke through at 18 years old. Javier Mas is not a physical monster the same way Kobbie Mainoo is. He's got a bit of size, needs to mature a little bit physically. He's got maybe a bit of game sense as well. He's someone I would send on loan. If we brought in a Reguilon and a Hanko, to me, if you get Reguilon and Hanko, which is what I would aim for, by the way, because Hanko at heart is a left centre-back, not a left-back, then I would be happy sending Reguilon on loan. Tyreek Mitchell, Lindelof and £10 million splash on Fenerbahce's face. Didn't like the last bit. Didn't like that last bit, pal. Didn't like the last bit, but yes, no, I do agree. I think Lindelof and 10 million seems fair. Bringing in Hanko as well and Reguilon. It makes sense. Reguilon loves United and he was literally our best left-back last season. Chat, was Reguilon our best left-back last season? Was he? Surely not. I'm trying to think, how often did Shaw play though? Mods, how many games did Shaw play last season? Someone find that out for me, please, Mods. Thank you. Who played more games? Chat, have a guess. Who played more games? Sergio Reguilon for United or Luke Shaw? Have a guess. Saw reports that Everton Hag may use Martinez in the 6. Not sure how genuine those reports are, though. I don't think they are. If they are, horrible idea. Quite frankly, that is a point-blank horrible idea, to be honest. I have an idea. We go to Mbappe, then we kidnap Mbappe and Vinny, then we make them... Okay, chat, let's stay on topic, please. Let's stay on topic. Ahmed, chill out. Chill out. Chill out. A tad excessive, don't you think? Tad excessive. I hardly ever saw Regulon. He was injured. I think when he was playing, he performed quite well. He did perform quite well. Chat, we're 5 likes away from 30 likes. If we could hit that today, that would be amazing. Not loads of us in here today, but that's okay. Everyone in here is showing all support in the world. I appreciate everything we're doing today. Regulon was our only left back last season. Yeah, Dallo was. Dallo, no, to be fair, no. Premium, you're right. Dallo was our best left back last season, I think. He was. Wow, 12 Premier League games. Is that short or Regulon, mate? Is that short or Regulon? 15 total for sure. That's mental. An entire no. I don't mind the I don't like people going short for being constantly injured, but no, that's insane. That's insane to me. That's absolutely insane. But chat in the left back spot, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. Let's see what we're all saying about it. Who would you rather have as your left back for next season, or your backup left back, or the main left back signing? Signing next season. Don't go anywhere. Chat if you're just joining us. We're going to move on to Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Denzel Dumfries next. I'm going to be going fully into that, analysing Denzel Dumfries as a player and saying my opinion. Do I think Denzel Dumfries is not only good enough for Manchester United, but is he good for Manchester United system, or is he a complete waste of time, money and effort? Stick around for that, chat. You don't want to miss a beat. Don't want to miss a beat. Archie Brown from Ghent. Hanko. By the way, Hanko's my choice. Purely because at the end of the day, he can play, I'm gonna do this. He can play the left centre back as well, which I think we need quite desperately. I think a left back spot, I think, you know, if Shaw can stay fit, I think we'll be fine next season at left back. Which I know is a massive hypothetical considering he played 15 Premier League games last season. But he looked really fit in the Euros when he was playing, so you can only hope. You can only hope. Get involved, chat. Get involved. Get involved in the poll. We aren't looking at Ferdy Kadioglu because Jose Mourinho is blocking his move away from Fenerbahce. Shock horror, quite a good football manager, knows a good talent when he sees one. Shock horror. Regulon as backup, no, awful. Backup left back to Shaw is the left back. We can do better. You know what, Alex? Is a really good take. That's a really good take. Dumfries is a powerhouse. Will suit the Prem. I'm not too sure. I'm quite sceptical about Denzel Dumfries. I'm quite sceptical. Oh, wow. Well, this is funky. Before we move on to that, as we're all discussing the left back spot, let's have a little talk about the structure going on at Manchester United. In particular, news that has just dropped. Avram Glazer was with Sir Dave Brailsford, Dan Ashworth and Jason Wilcox during Manchester United's open training session at UCLA yesterday. Chat, Chris Wheeler's reported that as per being the first onto the scene to yet another story. Chris Wheeler, absolute congratulations to you. You've had a fantastic summer so far. He's been really, really, really good. But yeah, interesting that Avram's there. I think Dave Brailsford, Ashworth, Wilcox, all going out there to show support for Ten Hag shows two things. A, it shows support. It shows a willingness to be constantly involved. But also, I think it's a bit of a power play. And to show the fans who's really in charge at United. They're going out with them. They're at the training sessions. They're going to be constantly talking to Ten Hag. Not just about transfers by the looks of it. They're there at the open training sessions. They'll be talking about transfers. No, they would not about transfers. They'll be talking about how players are playing. I think this structure's input is huge. It's bigger than any of us anticipated. I believe Bavada is over there at the moment in UCLA as well. Everybody is there. Everybody. So I think the impact that the structure has is at the moment absolutely massive. I think it's huge at the moment. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it. But yeah, chat, how do you feel about Avram Glazer showing his face? The former director of football at Manchester United with absolutely zero qualifications, going face to face with three of the most experienced names in football now leading our squad. Chat, let me know. Let me know about... Let me know how you feel about that. And let me know what you think of the upgrade so far. Avram Glazer, the Sir Dave Brailsford. Do you think it's a big upgrade? Do you think it's a massive upgrade? Let me know. Let me know. To me, it's a huge upgrade. Good God. It's like, it's not even a pointy stick. It's like, It's this pen compared to a lightsaber is genuinely what I'd equivalent to Avram Glazer to the new Ineos regime. It's that insane. It's that insane. Why are we scared of competition for a position? With Dumfries, my thing with Dumfries is that I'd rather have Wan-Bissaka than Denzel Dumfries. Have fun with that before we talk about the right back spot. Yeah, that's what that's what I'm saying. I bet it was a very tense confrontation. No, Adam, it was probably lovely because Avram Glazer now can earn so much money from Ineos, doing brilliantly at what they do, and they don't have to do a thing. Sure, he no longer can be a director of football. He no longer can play the world's biggest game of Football Manager. He can no longer run this club into the ground and treat it like a business. No, he can't do that anymore. What a shame. What a shame. And you know what? If that is a tense confrontation, the Glazers aren't as good at business as we thought they were. We always said they're superb businessmen. They know what to do to make money. You know what? Ineos have made them the most money they're ever going to earn. Ever. Promise you. Chat, please show support for the stream. We have 5 likes, we have 30 likes. I would love to hit that target today, as well as maybe even aiming for 40 likes on the stream. If you're enjoying the stream so far, I'd appreciate all your support. And as always, get involved in us down below with the subscribe button and following us on all of our platforms. All are linked in the description. I don't know, speaking about other people being added to the training department, we are potentially getting a new set piece coach. His name is Andreas Georgeson, previously known to United as, one second, let me find it. Previously to Jason Wilcox, Manchester United's technical director at Southampton. He brought him in. They have a very good relationship. Tyrone Marshall from the Manchester Evening News has put out a report saying we are looking at him. He's currently a manager. I've completely lost the post, so I can't remember where, but he is currently a manager somewhere. He has a long history of being a set-piece coach in England. He was at Southampton and Arsenal. Let me read out some really good... Let me read out the stats from Andreas Georgeson in his set-piece time in England. St. F's in 2023, only 1 goal was conceded from set pieces in Southampton's unbeaten run. At Arsenal, Arsenal conceded 22 goals from set pieces when Andreas Georgeson wasn't in the role. That was 46% of the goals conceded, the highest ratio in the league. Set-piece coaches Andreas Georgeson proved to be a decent appointment, as Arsenal in 2021, this season when he joined, conceded just 6 goals from set pieces this season, the fewest in the Premier League when Georgeson was in charge. They account for 90% of the goals conceded, the lowest proportion of any top-flight team. Chat, we speak about best in class all over the pitch because the players we're signing, coaches we're getting, the structure we have everywhere in the club. Everywhere. Yet again, there's another example here. Andreas Georgeson, set-piece coach, first in class. So look, Manchester United have yet again added another top-tier coach to our coaching setup. Boys, we're stacked. We're stacked. Honestly, it's incredible. It's really quite fun having that at United Football Club. It's really quite fun. Arsenal, Southampton, Brentford, Malmo, current manager at Lillestrøm. Where's that? Scandinavia, I'm assuming. But look, chat, how do you feel about us signing yet again another best-in-class coach? I'm about to ask you, do you see that as a progression? Is that progression, Malps? Is that not enough for you? Improvement everywhere, said M. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, I agree. Bordeaux downfall is horrific. Yeah, I mean, it's a United stream, so I'm not going to get too much into it, but it is absolutely horrific what is going on across certain clubs at the moment. Everton being nearly forced in administration, Bury last year, Bordeaux as well. So many clubs are being threatened. Bordeaux, literally, speaking about Southampton, the day before Bordeaux filed bankruptcy, filed their club into administration, they played a game against Southampton, players and all, mental. They've been a club since, like, what, the 1930s? A huge piece of footballing history has been lost. And look, all my condolences to any Bordeaux fans. Doubt any are watching the stream, but look, just in case. Lillestrøm is in Sweden, yeah, that makes sense. Eric Ramsey did wonders. Let's see how long it takes this guy to undo all that good work. I disagree with that. Eric Ramsey was a top coach in his first season. When Erik ten Hag took over from Eric Ramsey, we were useless. Actually. We were useless. So look, that's what I'm. That's my problem with Ramsey. He's a really good coach. He had all of his responsibilities stripped from him as he just became just another coach, and Eric Ten Hag took over all of it. And you know what, chat? Eric Ten Hag, for as much as he wants you to believe, he's not a set piece coach. That's not what he is. It's not what he is. Eric Cantona played on loan at Bordeaux. They had Chouameni, Zinedine Zidane. It's such a shame, man. It's such a shame. It's such a long storied history. God, it's a shame, you know. It's a shame. It's a massive shame. Chat, let me know how you're feeling about the new set-piece coach. Before we move in to the big topic of today, we'll be talking about Denzel Dumfries to Manchester United Football Club. Dropped from a bomb, not from the sky this time. No. World War III is not happening. It might just be even bigger, though. It's a nuclear bomb. It's David Ornstein Bomber. He dropped on stream yesterday. A very frantic end to the stream, actually. It was quite all over the place. He dropped the idea that would see Aaron Wan-Bissaka go to Inter Milan and Denzel Dumfries join Manchester United is being discussed by intermediaries. Although that possible switch is not advanced as things stand. Yeah. Two interesting things you need to hear. Oh, chat. Are we back? I want to be back. I really hope I'm back. Chat, am I back? I think I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Thank God. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry. Eric Ten Hag got rid of Vanick too. We all assumed the Glazers did it because it was so odd. Vanick left because of a difference in opinion between Ten Hag and Vanick, and he had burned a lot of bridges. Vanick had burned a lot of bridges. It's just how it was. Just how it was. Hope set piece coach can get Stabhead's director's headers into a net, not wide or above. Oh, you know what? Harry Maguire gets a lot of unfair stick because he always finds his head on the ball. He always gets there. The problem is with Harry Maguire is the ball never actually gets put in a good position. He's always having to go backwards. He's always. Why is it for England he's so much more of a threat than for United? Why? Because the delivery is not as good, and because the set-piece coaching for England is incredible. I'll say that. Southgate gets a lot of stick. He's excellent at coaching set-pieces. And chat, you enjoy. If you're thinking the stream is not even close to excellent, but you're enjoying it so far, make sure you leave a like on the video. We're aiming for 40 likes on today's stream. We're at 11 likes. There's over 60 of you in the stream right now. Show your support for the channel down below. The Lick News, Sky Sports, 40 minutes ago. We're going to get into that, mate. We're going to get into that. I'm going to stay around for a bit longer today. We're going to get around for longer. We're going to stay around for a bit longer. The ball hits his head. He doesn't head the ball. It's quite difficult to, and he's constantly leaning back personally. Go watch. You know what? If you have Wisecout, anything like that, go look at all the United set pieces last season with Harry Maguire. How many of them are a good chance? How many of them are put in a good position? How often are we making space for Harry Maguire or for someone else to get a big header on it? How often? Not often at all, to be honest. Not often at all. Not often. The lag confused me completely. Denzel Dumfries, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We're back on that conversation. So look, looking at that, there's not really much indication about either side being particularly open to the move as things stand. The whole point is it's an idea. It's an idea. It's not really that concrete. Nothing more than a wishy-washy fugazi. Fairy dust. All it is. That's all it is. There's nothing more than that. And again, Simon Jones, he put out a report saying from the Daily Mail, Manchester United are interested in Inter Milan right-back Denzel Dumfries. The potential swap for Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been revisited, but talks are not advanced. Dumfries' contract expires next summer. Two interesting things to note here. Actually, three. First one is Manchester United are interested. Whereas Inter Milan are also interested. There's a lack of that. There's a big lack of that. Which is an issue for me. With this deal, the whole point is it didn't seem to work last time. Read it again. Has been revisited. Revisited and obviously implying talks like this have happened before. No one's really heard about this. We heard about Diogo Dalot being potentially swapped for Denzel Dumfries, not Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So look, I'm intrigued by this deal because I don't really see much anything in it, which is why it confuses me. The only reported on it, there's not seems to be reciprocated interest from Inter Milan, at least not yet, at least not obviously. So look, I'm quite skeptical about this deal. I'm quite skeptical. But look, would you take Denzel Dumfries at Manchester United Football Club? Chat, let me know down below. I want to see streams of yeses and nos. Let me know down below. Let me know. To me, I'd rather have Kadioglu, but for now, just Wan-Bissaka, just Denzel Dumfries. Let me know. Wan-Bissaka rejected West Ham. He wants Inter move according to Orderson. You're right there, mate. Premium, you are right. You are right. It makes me happy that we're not getting Maguire. Do you know why? Because Maguire is West Ham's backup for Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka rejected Maguire, so they're going after... No, sorry. Jamie. Alex, get it in your head. Wan-Bissaka rejected West Ham. So West Ham therefore go after Maguire. So West Ham's number 2 option, West Ham United, man, you're not Manchester United. West Ham's number 2 option was Maguire. United shouldn't really be going for that, don't you think? It's a bit rogue from us personally. Tad rogue. Robinson from Fulham to play at left back. That seems fair enough. Rather play a mass there. What, a right back? What? No, you wouldn't. I mean, a lot of you saying no to this. Adam Calvert saying yes. I'm not a big fan of him, but it does seem to be Holland's starting right back. Xerxes and De Ligt can't get on the pitch for Holland, so that's where my head's at. Thiago Santos at Lille. If Wan-Bissaka leaves, he's really highly rated, isn't he, Thiago Santos? He's really highly rated, if I'm not mistaken. He's really highly rated. But no, when it comes to Denzel Dumfries, I see him being a very difficult player to get my head round. He at the moment is playing for one of the best coaches in world football, Inzaghi. If you watch Inter Milan play, they stack the box. When the ball comes in over the top, when the ball comes in anywhere, there's always 4, 5, even 6 players in the box. It makes them so dangerous. And the wing backs, mind you, Denzel Dumfries is a wing back. He's not a traditional right back. Playing Denzel Dumfries in the right back in the Premier League would be like a lamb to slaughter. Yes, he's a powerhouse. I get that. He's a big, strong individual. Can throw players off the ball. You can't tell me Denzel Dumfries is a good defender, though. You can't. I'm not buying it. He would get ripped apart by a lot of top Premier League left wingers. He'd get ripped to shreds. As a wing back, he can hold his own because he's got a right centre back supporting him. But unless you have Ugarte sort of holding his hands, or another right, or the right midfielder in the double pivot, which probably would be Ugarte, no. I think Dumfries, I can't get sold on this deal because he's not better than Dalot. Is my thing. If you're going to bring in an attacking fullback, you make sure they're better than Dalot. And he's not better than Dalot. It's my issue. Also, I think his great performance this season has been so heightened by Inzaghi's system suiting him perfectly. He's great at box thrashing. He's great at working in around the midfield. Inzaghi's system is so methodical. He's not great at reading the game, Dumfries. He's great at attacking space where he's told to. Erik ten Hag plays a much more free-flowing, sort of off-the-cuff system. Jurgen Klopp-esque almost. I don't think Dumfries is going to really suit that, unfortunately. Devil's advocate, West Ham may have had a different style of play. Smaller clubs are more defensive, but it's a huge red flag. Yeah, I agree. But even then, it's like, no, I don't think so, because Wan-Bissaka makes more sense for a top side anyway. Dumfries is top for Inter Milan. And for any other side playing a 5-back, for any 4-back playing side, you won't see them go near him. But United want to. Who do you think we will sign next? Is WY. Right now, if I had to guess, I still think it's Ugarte. I think that deal gets done soon. I still do. It's gone dead quiet. I still think it gets done. I'm getting sick to death with this Dutch thing, though. We're currently being linked to Fofana, currently to Hoymelands, currently being linked to, I don't know, Antonio Silva. We've brought in Yoro, Kadioglu's name. It's not just Dutch. I wouldn't say it's that biased, personally. But chat, to end the stream, we're going to be ending off with some Matisse De Ligt news, having a little chat about that. Let me know your final opinions on the Denzel Dumfries deal. Are you happy about it? Would you take him? Is he someone you want to be pursuing? Let me know. But let's end it off with a little bit of insight into Matthias de Ligt. Sky Sports again dropped another bomb saying budget and squad space are crucial if Manchester United to bring in another centre-back this summer. There was interest in Victor Lindelof, but no formal bids. Bayern Munich is still keen to sell Matthias de Ligt to United, but there was a big gap in valuations. Bayern need to sell so they can pursue a deal for Jonathan Tah. United are also still keeping an eye on Everton and Jared Brandtwaite's situation. Sure, that is chat. I think Sky Sports have been really good with their report today. It's a load of waffle. It's unfortunately quite a bit of waffle from Sky there. It's very much, they've asked about the centre-back situation. They've not heard a lot back, and they've reiterated what we've already heard. What's interesting is Lindelof was mentioned as a player we're moving on, not Maguire. That's simply the player they're trying to move on if possible. Having Maguire could probably bring in maybe a bit more interest, maybe a bit more money. The club don't seem too keen to sell him at the moment. Another thing that's interesting are to bring in another centre-back this summer. The club seem keen to only bring in one more centre-back. Not saying more than one, which is what they've been saying for a while. They've been saying we could bring in more than one centre-back. It's just another centre-back. So that's been dropped. That's realistically the only thing that's new and interesting in this report. Let me know, chat. Are you happy about that? Only one more centre-back? Only one more centre-back? Is that something you need? Let me know. Let me know. Why is everyone getting mad at Premium? What did he say? What did Premium say? I can't see it. What's saying? Why is he done this last morning? What's he done wrong? De Ligt, Dumfries, Dutch. Maguire, Ajax. Kadioglu, half Dutch. Kadioglu is Turkish. Actually, no, he is half Dutch. Oops. No, he is Dutch. Okay, maybe you have me there, chat. Maybe you have me there. Maybe you have me there. But chat, remember, we're almost ending the stream with 3 likes away from 35 likes. It would mean the world to me if we can hit that target today. We're trying to grow this channel as much as possible. The more likes you leave, the bigger this channel grows, and the more conversation, the better conversation we can continue to have. Dumfries, it's in the name itself. Dumpster fire, dumbfire. Yeah, no, mate, no, Chitty Joe's. I get it. I get it, mate. I get it. Maguire's silk on the ball. He is. I agree with him. I agree with Premium. I agree. Let's see. Any last opinions we'll go with. Daly's great for us. Robin, Hasselbank, Van Dijk, etc. All great Dutch players. Not every Dutch player is a dud, but neither is every Dutch player a top player. So let's be balanced here. Maguire's player at right back because he's so agile and pacey. Yeah, no, Premium, not agreeing with that. Nope. Can't back you there. Can't back you there, my friend. Can't back you there. And on that bombshell, on that rather fun idea of having Maguire playing right back, I'm going to end the stream right here. Thank you so much for joining me today, chat. With 3 likes away from 35 likes. I really appreciate all your support on the channel. I'm at Alex Talks on every single platform. I'm starting my own YouTube up. The next, in 2 weeks' time, my first video will be being released. So make sure you subscribe to me on that. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and what else? And TikTok as well. And as per, follow mufcMPB on Twitter and get involved with us on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button as we're trying to build one of the fastest growing communities in the Manchester United fan base. Thanks so much for watching me, chat. I'll be here tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.